day. At least that would make me feel happiness at some point every day.
Does it make you feel happy?
I'm the comeback king. Step at the best thing. If you're gonna punch me, you better be guessing.
I forgot that we did that on the pre-tape. On the Thursday episode.
Pre-tape?
And everybody's been tweeting like, Corey Feldman's got a new song. It's like, we stumbled into that completely by accident. On the show.
Yeah.
You can hear it tomorrow.
Enjoy, everyone.
Enjoy. Black and white.
So manly in this one.
You think so? Oh, yeah? Wearing a tinfoil one piece? Yeah, he is manly.
Where do they
this is what you think manly is. This is why you end up with Big Bruce and Little Chris.
Where do they keep the kids on the spaceship?
Must be a side hatch.
Definitely not an escape pod.
Maybe Janet knows, maybe she doesn't, but she ain't talking.
Someone's got to tune those guitars. Welcome to the bonfire. Fuck around, get mauled. Via satellite at home in Florida, Jacob Patat, soon to return.
Jacob, talk to me. How do you feel about this?
Jacob, how mad were you? Did you punch one of the dolls?
I'm sorry, I can't hear the song.
Oh, man.
Well, I'll tell you. It's Scream by Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson.
In a word, a triumph.
Don't you put words in his mouth. Jacob, I'd argue it's crazy.
I remember this.
It was the closest thing to a military coup that this show has ever seen.
He just threw it on, and then, by the way, before the first words hit, he goes, I'm already second-guessing it. I like it, though. I think next week should be bring in your idea for a song.
Yeah. Shit. All right. I'll do my homework.
And then we'll do whatever. We'll divvy up the days over the weekend, Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
This one doesn't count for me.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. This is next week. We've all brought in things, right? We got to go fresh. This is nothing we've picked already.
Nothing we've brought in.
It could be same genre, but it's fresh.
Yeah, because obviously the ones we picked already are not working. None of them sticked.
None of them have stuck.
I disagree. I still think my song is the strongest contender.
I think you should.
Studio version, though.
Yeah, I'm not changing my pick.
I agree. Jacob, you got to bring one more. All right.
No, it's a real...
I'll bring another one if you...
It's a real time.
But I love that he was standing up.
Fuck you guys.
Hey guys,
yeah, I like my song.
That's my song, Suck Me Off.
Stops right here. Wow. That's the song.
Hey, Dan, can I suggest something today? Just have it going on in the background. We got a little Radio Andy news over here.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things they did is a little segment called Is She Seeing Anybody?
Mm-hmm.
And it's call in with your relationship issues. And John and him and Andy, I guess, will give you advice and tell you if you should love them or leave them. I like it. I like this world of stolen ideas from the gay king of radio.
Yeah.
Andy Cohen. Gay
the queen.
Actually,
the queen of radio.
Dare I say? The queen of all media.
Queen of all media,
no,
dude.
I won't.
Please.
Wendy Williams. No, it's Wendy Williams.
Oh my God, dude.
No, he's the gay of all media.
You usurper. You went under what you just said it. We have the audio. I can isolate that and send it to Wendy. Really send her into a spiral.
Do not. I worry about her. I need her back.
I stay up and I worry. I want a plastic glass with fake ice cubes in it.
Don't you hurt her anymore. She's already hurting.
You stop it.
But yeah, I say call in and give us your relationship problems, and we'll tell you if you should love them or leave them.
Oh, and the phone number, of course, is
800 Radio Andy, I think. No? No? Okay.
That was so fast. I love that.
1-800 Butt Guts?
Butt Guts. Call us at Butt Guts. 1-866. It's 1-866-969-1969.
Yeah, give me a little reverb on that phone number. 1-866-969-1969.
If you're 69, it's 69.
The 15th caller will break up with your significant other for you.
Man, I bet it in the 80s when Coke was just everywhere. Rock radio must have been so fun. Just geeked out, being like, all right, you guys ready? You guys ready for more nonstop rock?
Oh, man, doing the show on drugs, not weed, but like drugs would be rad.
I did it one time after we went to that.
Yeah, but concert. You were just
It was the come down.
It wasn't, yeah.
I was crashed. I was pissing like 20 times.
You stayed up all night, went to therapy, and then came here.
I did, you know what, dude, too.
Jesus.
I did, you know what, dude? And I agreed to write a TV show with a guy that now, if I ever develop that show, this guy gets 50%. It gets created by credit. Because I agreed to it on drugs. My agent set up this meeting, and after I did with therapy, I just came in and I told the guy, I was like, I'm not going to lie, dude, I haven't slept. And he's like, it's pretty rock and roll. He's like, I'll write the show with you.
Metal, brah.
And then now, I was like, years later, trying to do the show again, and they were like, you know, this guy gets 50%. Like, this guy gets half created by. And I was like,
oh, shit. I have to go back to a caller screen.
Oh, to pick up to see if there's any relationship advice?
Yeah, there might be some advice. I made it full screen by accident, Lou. Just hit escape. It should be fine. Booyah.
I wonder what kind of calls they got though. They got like
No Jacob though now.
Jacob.
Can you see if you can get Jacob on here too, Lou? I'm sorry.
Jacob, honey?
Damn.
I'm always there, Jay.
Oh no, I got you now. Yep. Black Lou, actually, yeah, I want you on microphone because I have to bring up something with you real quick that you're probably not going to like because you made a joke about it on the Christmas show, but I've infiltrated now by pure necessity, and now I feel that I'm going to spread the word to my white friends. But I usually bring a bar of soap with me on the road because so many hotels now just have shower gel.
Yeah, and you don't know what that is. It always looks like cum.
And then usually at a hotel, I'll just say, hey, can you give me a bar? They usually have them.
What a cool fucking traveler way to check into a hotel. You got a bar of soap.
Well, no, that's the problem. Is I
need
gotta
a
find
scrub.
out. I don't think of that till I find out and realize I forgot my own bar of soap.
Can I ask you what kind of bar of soap you use?
Dove. It came
Tender touch.
came the shower time, and I realized I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't bring a bar of soap. Ah shit, it's just gels.
Mm-hmm.
No time to figure downstairs. You guys have bar of soap? No. Shit. All right, I got to do it. Shower gel. I guess there's no loofah here. I don't bring a loofah on the road. What the fuck am I going to use? Dan? Use the washcloth.
Washcloth life, dude.
And I gotta tell you, I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Washcloth
it really
isn't bad.
it really stayed like soaked up.
Yeah,
More than a loofah even, I'd say.
I used a washcloth clear up until late high school.
Every day.
Every day.
Shower gel and washcloth.
I had soap, so I put the bar of soap in, and then you move it around in the washcloth, and then you use the washcloth. One time, washing my butt, I think I caught some poop on it and didn't see it immediately. I was in there the next day, and I was like, no.
Yeah, I get that being an issue.
And for some reason, that stopped me, and then it just, once I fell out of the habit, just started putting that shower gel on, like soap on my hand. And
yeah, that would never happen to me because by the time I'm putting things like to wipe my asshole.
Oh, your butt's already been cleaned on the toilet.
Loofah or whatever. No, not even on the toilet. I've already properly fingered the shit out of my asshole, so it's fine.
Do you breathe through your teeth when you do it? Do you go?
No, but I do try to make my butthole wink. I do try to make it. I do try to get it to do like a little, like almost accept something into it.
Yeah.
And
sphincter control.
I think. I don't know.
You have total sphincter control.
Possibly. Oh yeah, TSC. Yeah, for sure.
Don't you understand? When you're using your brain, you're only using 10% of it. You could use 12% of it if you can get your asshole to be completely functional.
My asshole is unlimited.
I took the unlimited pill, and now my butthole won't stop winking.
I have to go back.
Limitless. That's the pill.
I have to go back, and I have already, to the bar of soap.
When you use a bar of soap sans washcloth, you just put the bar of soap on your body, right? And then wash it off.
It sounds ridiculous when you say it.
I know.
But yeah.
But that's
the Jacob method.
That's the Jacob. That's how Jacob cleans that bod.
Oh yeah.
Bar of soap right on.
I never understood. Yeah.
Well,
I don't understand.
Blackie, are you bar of soap? Rub it into the washcloth?
Yes, 100%.
Bar, it's not shower gel.
Not shower gel. But
no bar of soap on your body at all? Like, and just like using it directly on your body?
Maybe on my chest and stomach, just real quick.
What do you washcloth? Dick balls, asshole, armpits?
Back. Helps me reach my back.
Yeah, you slap on the back.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Can I ask Lou, then? For me, I feel like soap is... I know the whole thing is that it's supposed to be cleaner, but how? Because afterward, you've taken the towel, then you've scrubbed your asshole with it. Then what is where's the towel go?
Well, you wash it
towel
off.
just sitting there all week?
Well, no, you wring it out. You wash it off. You wring it out, and then you hang it to dry.
You gotta rinse it out good too.
Yeah, you gotta with your fingers go through it and like rinse it.
Seems like a lot of work. Like the bar of soap just rinses off the next layer.
I'm with you on that one. That's why I've gone back. All I will say is, I thought my washcloth shower would leave me all night thinking about like, am I
clean?
Am I clean or not? But it felt like I was. In fact, I bet it was like those hotels. I'm sure it's the most garbage shower gel you can get. Yeah. But damn, it held a lather. And son of a bitch, if I didn't smell nice.
You're getting more exfoliation.
Yeah, dude, your skin's breathing better.
Is that really true, Christine? Because you don't use a fucking washcloth.
I use a loofah every day.
So do I.
Yeah, that's just another point. That's in the washcloth family, dude.
Loofah?
Loofah's in the washcloth family. It's cousins of the washcloth.
This is going to be a funny situation. Me and Christine are going to find... I think she just found out that I loofah every day with the loofah in the shower. And it's going to be funny now to find out what I loofah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now. Armpits, dick and balls area, asshole, hard, bottom of feet.
Damn, dude, all the hits. What do you?
Then
What do you?
use it, Christine. Use that same one on you afterwards.
I don't
Scrub
like
your
getting
face with
into
that,
my
Christine?
private parts with it. No, of course not. I don't use it on my face, but I use it on my underarms and my
What do my feet touch?
feet. But I
Use
do
it
it
on
on my
your feet
feet
too?
last.
You doing your feet too?
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Well, there you go.
Oh.
You've been putting your
I rub feet on my dick and balls.
on her asshole. You have a foot fetish. That's official.
I
I'm
thought
really.
you
I
soft
treat it.
loafing.
I treat it like some part. I don't do my whole body. I do parts. And I'll tell you this: in my mind, I'm sanding my asshole down to just a smooth finish.
So you can go like this.
Yeah,
it'd be perfect.
I'm going down to the original wood.
Poor asshole.
I'm getting down to the original wood.
Dude, you probably have a leathery butthole because it's just.
No.
Christine, you're essentially scrubbing Jay's asshole into you afterward.
You happy with that? We're touching assholes, basically.
Oh my god, that's so sweet. You guys kiss butts.
It's so intimate.
Do we both scrub our assholes with the same thing?
Yeah.
Do you scrub your asshole with it?
No, not really. I do
do.
that with the bar soap.
I might
I
go
do that
back.
also
I might
with
go back
wash
to.
soap.
I might go back to washcloths.
I would do that. And to answer Jacob's question, I have a washcloth for every day of the week. And since we have a washer and dryer in the house, you just throw it into the hamper. Keep going.
Yeah,
How about
you're
that,
supposed to wash
racist?
every day.
How do you feel now, racist? You think a guy can't afford a washing machine or
Also,
multiple clothes?
I'm not even thinking
Damn,
about that.
dude.
I'm just thinking about how dirty I look. Where I'm like, hey, just reuse it.
Yeah, by the way, you did. You jumped in the defense there. By the way,
I was just doing my washcloth method. I was like,
I'll tell you something.
For a week straight.
I'll tell you something right now, Jacob, but I will tell you this. 3 days in Nashville, different washcloth every day, for sure.
yeah, totally. That's what I meant too. You didn't let me add on my sentence.
No, but if I had
I
one,
meant to
if I
say
had
that.
one at home,
What I meant to say was, I got one.
I would pick,
Oh, I'm so gross. I'm so gross. I can't smell either, dude. I'm just walking around.
I would picture mildew getting on is what my issue would be.
Do the do.
Ew. Yuck.
I don't mean that.
You ever got someone shot? Dude, I left the place I was staying on the road once with like a friend.
Yeah.
Great guy, but his shower had like black, like I don't know, it was black mold, but it was just like black. You know what I mean? Like dots and shit, like all over the fucking like lower bottom of the
Can I be honest with you?
what?
In Astoria, our top left corner of our shower got mold.
Yeah.
And our landlord never fixed it. And so we just had to put up garbage bags to block the mold. Yeah.
That is pretty.
No, you need that Clorox spray kills.
That's what I was going to just say. I was going to, why don't you just spray like Tilex or something?
It was
Kylax
too far
filter.
gone by the time.
No, it wasn't.
Dude, I don't know. But Anthony should have done something about it.
You should have just
You
done
guys
that.
had a hole in your floor for like a decade.
No, it was a ramp. It wasn't a hole.
It wasn't a hole, it was a speed bump,
It was a
Christine.
speed bump.
Stop you,
because
from, stop you from hauling ass to the kitchen.
one of our floorboards buckled because the pipe broke.
That's ridiculous.
I thought Dan did that because when I came over the first time was to have sandwiches, and he just wanted to make sure I didn't fucking tear him apart first.
Yeah, so I launched.
There you go.
I launched
One sandwich.
Yeah, I launched him into the fucking vent, into the stove vent.
Nothing. I just put my head through the refrigerator. It's not a big
Yeah,
thing.
what I'd do is I'd go to the counter, I'd get a sandwich, and then I'd drop into that half pipe.
We should talk to Jason in Virginia. This has nothing to do with relationships. He's saying in all caps, and this is what he must have said to Black Lou, don't use a washcloth. Jason, great name, by the way.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy? Crackle, crackle. You're on the bonfire. Why should we not use a washcloth? What's the dangers?
The washcloth is for Sally ass bitches. You don't use it.
Oh, dude, I love Jason's voice. You can even hear it, the way he said that. He goes, washcloth, you might as well sit down when you pee. You might as well put curlers in your hair.
You say it's soft. It's a soft way to go.
Yeah.
Dude, I like Jason.
It's not a man way to do it.
Jason probably did.
Company called
Jason, do you do it with just a fucking bar of lava soap?
Yeah.
And one of those fucking...
Lever 2000,
Yeah. Just get in there and wash everything.
Fucking zest.
Zest.
so there's this company called Duke Cannon,
Look it up.
and they make a thing called the tactical soap pouch. And you
I like
put
it.
whatever bar of soap you want in it, and you can grind the flesh right off your body with it.
All right, this is pretty
Can I tell you
metal.
something? I'm going to get this thing. Bring it
Jason,
up, Christina. I want to see it so
Jason,
bad
you
right
better
now.
work for them because that was one of the best pitches I've ever heard in my life. Duke Cannon.
I
Duke
do a lot
Cannon.
of shit with like old cars, and I'm filthy all the time, and I can grind any kind of dirt right off of me. But it will leave your skin baby smooth and soft.
Woo! This is
Maybe
brought to you by Duke. He just hangs up. He's just a Duke Cannon salesman. He goes, got it.
Anyway. Duke
He
Cannon.
He changes his voice.
Duke
He goes-
Cannon. Soap for life.
Jason gets off the voice. And he goes, all right, guys. Yeah, we'll be men and use Duke Cannon. Then he gets up. He goes, I believe that went excellent.
Buddy,
Yeah, tactical scrubber right here
I
with soap
love it.
bundle. For $22.50, right there at DukeCannon.com.
I'm not going to use their soap because I have a feeling it's going to have a bunch of scents and things in it that's no good for me.
So basically, this is you just put it in, bring up a bigger picture, and it's just like a little bag for your soap.
Yeah.
Just get down there and scrub.
It worked, dude. I've been using it for like a year now. But you can put whatever soap you want in there. And
not liquid soap. You put a bar of soap into it, right?
You can put a bar of soap.
Oh, shit.
Liquid soap is for your chick.
Yeah, and
that's right. Right?
Is what?
It said liquid soap is for your chick, and he's right.
Or sensitive dudes.
No.
Dove for men. It says right there on it. It's for men.
Yeah.
Dove light.
But it's fluid.
So?
You might as well just come on yourself.
Whatever, dude. Bukkake party of clean.
I never don't squeeze something in my hand like that and feel like it's not just cum.
I always go, you fuck. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna get clean. I'm gonna get so fucking clean.
First of all, Duke Cannon sounds like what you should call an ass.
Dude, she got Duke Cannon on her, dude. Check out her Duke Cannon.
You see her Duke Cannon? Yowzer.
Holy but Jesus, put those in volleyball pants, watch them go.
Oh, man, I was watching Oregon track and field team. Duke Cannons on those
We
girls.
are in a war of ass, and she's got a Duke Cannon.
What is this, Revolutionary War? This place is loaded with Duke Cannons.
Call me a general in 1812, and I want that Duke Cannon.
Good sale.
Good sale, Jason.
Good sale, Jason.
God bless.
Thank you for the call.
Jason's telling us to hang up on you. Jacob told us to hang up on you.
Yeah, he's giving a thumbs down. My apologies. We do have a lot of... Dan, how about I read you some of the things here? Oh, well...
Can we get some relationship music? By the way, that cap would go... DJ Lou's cap would go perfect with my drug rug.
You do have to wash that scrubber every once in a while, too.
Yeah.
Then it's like...
Check out the soy boy. You gotta wash his scrubber. You put your shit on your face, dude.
Jacob, I feel like it's sort of like loofah, though, where it's like, when you rinse it out, it's clean.
Jacob's not sold.
Well, you're supposed to get
I think Lewis is right. Like, he tosses his every shower.
Yeah, well, listen, I'd say every week on these you gotta... Well, Jacob, we could ask this question if you aren't so excited. Just bang on these callers.
Yeah, because you want
right
him over and out. We didn't even get to ask him about that, so good job, Jacob.
Oh, man, there's some fun things here. Well, someone has a question about Loofahs and Washcloths. Let's take that Damien. Damien in San Diego, Loofahs and Washcloths is very foreign to him. He just lets the sea clean him. You usually let the ocean just clean you.
Yeah, I tend to just be a salt, like covered in a layer of salt crust.
I tell you what, I never feel cleaner than when I come out of the ocean, though.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, really? I feel dirty when I come out of it. You put your t-shirt on and you feel that weird saltiness rubbing against your body.
That's what I feel like it's getting me clean. I feel like I'm getting a scrub.
I see what you mean. But so my question is for Lou. I was actually in the shower using a loofah while I was listening to this live, and I had to hop out to call in. And I was wondering, Lou, why do you use a washcloth and not just a loofah? I feel like a loofah has much more scrub. It's an easier hold. I've used a washcloth a few times, and I feel like a loofah is just a better device to wash yourself. Why are you using a washcloth?
Black Lou, your thoughts?
Rebuttal?
I mean, I'm an old school guy, you know what I mean? I've never had any complaints or any issues with the washcloth, so why not keep using it?
Yeah, all right. Have you used a loofah?
What's your deal? What do you work for, Big Loofah? Why are you pushing Loofah? There's all that big Loofah money coming in there.
He's down there. He's been grabbing coral from the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
I use a loofah, but I don't like how quickly they fall apart.
I do. I will say something, Lou. That is very in the con of loofah. Once one thing comes undone, then it's like drab.
Can I be honest?
It's the worst.
I'm fucking Team Jason over here. Y'all pansies using loofahs? I've never used one. I'm washcloth.
Yeah, washcloth. Yeah, Lou's old school.
You should treat yourself.
He uses a pick even though they've invented combs. He still wears very floppy, wide collar suits.
I don't know if you've checked out his shoes, but they're real. I'm going to get you suckers. He's got some
fish in the bottom.
Platforms with some fish in them.
He's got the aquarium tank bottom shoes. He keeps his pimp hand strong. And the man uses a washcloth, goddammit. And if he did smoke, motherfucker, it would be Newports.
Also, the car he drives has a shift gear.
No.
One of those. Just bring it down.
He's got tan driving gloves.
What are those called? Yeah, well, that is a good question on why you haven't, or why you don't use loofahs.
Yeah, I think the answer, Damien, if I could surmise, is loofahs are some white shit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Damien, thank you for the call.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Stay salty, brah.
Rip, dude.
Say,
time to bathe. Low tide. Time to fucking bathe, bro.
I can't call it.
Shout out Kai doing like prison.
We don't take the call, but Sean, North Carolina says, what about the loofahs on a stick, or I guess the rat, whatever it is? I'm not washing myself like an animal.
Yeah, sorry, bro. I gotta build my Fifi out of that. What else am I gonna fuck?
Oh, dude, that's all my Fifi stuff. Now I'm washing myself with my fuck stick?
Dude, I can't. That's my prison pussy. You think I'm gonna turn that into what? A cleaning device?
Nah, I can't. Not on I can't wash myself with something on a stick. Dude. It's like until they wash elephants.
I've never thought about the fat guy insecurity of washing yourself with a stick and a loofah because it's like
I also have to craft something to wash myself.
Jesus Christ, what a tormented life you live as an overweight guy when you just immediately picture a fucking elephant getting washed down with a stick.
Buddy, it affects everything. We talk about this. If you show me, he goes, dude, have you tried the new roller coaster at so-and-so? Like, no. And I won't.
You're just constantly in a state of thinking about how you're a liability.
Absolutely.
It's brutal.
Yeah. Are we going to go on a roller coaster? Well, I don't know. Is there 3 or 5 of us? Because they're not going to let me on. And here's what they do. They go, oh, dude, no, you're not. You think you're big. You're not that big, dude. Get on. And I go, okay. Well, I'm big where it matters on these things because we're going to sit there and then I'm going to stare at you while everyone's trying not to laugh at me when they go, sir, I'm sorry. We've tried everything. We can't. I'm sorry. He goes, I'm sorry that you washed yourself with a rag on a stick for this.
I'm going to feed you some peanuts.
My sincere apologies. If you wouldn't mind letting some of the kids touch you on the way out, it'd be cool.
Hey, if one of these little kids can ride you, it'd really blow their mind.
Would you mind getting in the water and letting kids ride you?
The only time anyone's stoked to see 5 fat dudes is when they're protecting a quarterback with a laser rocket arm. That's the only time where they're like, oh, there's 5 of them. A roller coaster, you're like, we could all die because of you guys.
I mean... Rob in Georgia says a loofah washcloth combo.
What is that?
I don't know. Rob?
The cronut of... He's like, dude, it's half a loofah.
It's called a wash file.
It's a lash cloth.
But if you're going to use a washcloth, you have to call it a washcloth.
Or washing. You better go do
a washcloth.
And you also better go do it in a big silver bucket.
Yeah, I'm going to be taking a cowboy shower.
Oh, sorry. This whole thing is from a cowboy bath.
That's my cowboy bath layer. Then I'm gonna put on a one piece something that has an ass flap in case I want to shit through my clothes.
Also, did cowboys never have to piss, or did they just tuck their wiener through?
Or do you think they should have pulled the ass flap around, or as they could, like you're trying to eat pussy from behind on underwear on a girl who's throwing underwear? That was a long analogy.
But when they shit? They had to have, right? Oh, yeah, I guess you just pop your nuts out the flap, too.
The flap, I think, the idea is big enough. Yeah, it gets past the thighs a little bit.
You just pull it up.
Yeah. Squat and take
Is it weird that I want to do that now, just to feel that feeling of your fucking whole package flopping down?
Dan, if you'll wear them, I'll have cowboy pajamas at your house by the end of next week.
Done.
Okay.
I would love to take my first dump in cowboy pajamas.
Yeah. I want to hear about it.
I'll film it.
You got to really have a tuckable wang, though, because I feel like you're going to have to push down.
It's got to be warm.
You have to push down the front of the pajamas to get your dick down.
Well, I'm saying it's going to have to be a warm day, because I'm going to need to do a bunch of pulling of the cloth together and then a push of the junk.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, you have to get under a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pull up and under.
That ass flap better come to the sides is what you're saying.
Yeah. And I got a wide ass. I got a flat, wide ass.
We'll figure it out. Rob? Rob, you there, buddy?
Yep.
What's up, buddy? How you doing in Georgia?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
We hear you, man. Loofah?
Yep.
Washcloth combo. Please.
Yes, I mean, they're at like Walgreens or whatever. They're like...
Oh, look it up, Christine.
Long. They're made of loofah material, but they're thin. They just can act like a loofah when you want it to be a loofah, or throw it across the back, scrub the back down because it's long.
Not my area. I like that.
I like that.
Verse. I think it's called by verse. Versatile by...
It's revolutionary. It's revolutionary.
Washcloth, Christine?
She's looking it up.
Can you confirm this?
And I'll tell you, if
I
it's
know
at a
what he's
Walgreens...
talking about. I'm just trying to figure out what to type into Google.
It's at a Walgreens. I'll pick one up on the way home.
I'll tell you what I've done before that I liked for a minute, and then you realize how ridiculous it is. Have you done loofah gloves?
Yes. You know why? When I worked at Bed Bath & Beyond, they were like one of the,
popular new things.
By the way, I think
loofah gloves are insane.
Hold on, though. I think in the episode that airs tomorrow, we talked about how we never stole.
Yeah? Yes. Oh, you suggest no. Well,
I mean, now that I'm remembering,
we talked about how we never stole.
Maybe not do a live video about this one, just in case Bed Bath & Beyond wants to fucking follow us.
We talked about how we never stole them, but then you went on. You laid out a rap sheet like something I could not believe.
All my thefts when I worked at
I stole a brand new riding lawnmower from John Deere. That was crazy.
Dude,
besides that, nothing.
I did a Dumbo drop at Eagle Hardware one time. I swear to God. And then all the shit I used to steal at Bed Bath & Beyond. I constantly would steal, that's where the loofah gloves. Mm-hmm. I was just unloading a box of it, and I was like, and one for Danny. I threw it in the back. And that's where I get sheets and
I forgot to, but I used to steal from my CD store all the time. I went through a very elaborate process.
That's part of being an employee.
Yeah.
If you work for a big corporation should know you're going to fucking steal.
You just got in 300 copies of chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water.
You can take one.
I'm going to pop one in my pocket.
And you really think
you need 200 of these?
You think all those people are going to buy some gourmet dark chocolate candy bars that we keep in the middle hutch of fucking Bed Bath & Beyond?
It's asinine.
Or is your boy going to go sit on the tall ladder that goes to the top and daydream about being on Conan? Maybe that's what you do.
Oh, is another person not going to get a weird scroll of a tiger? Okay.
Dude, all the things that they kept in that middle part of Bed Bath & Beyond would be like candy, night lights, and I'd just go in there and be like, I'll take some loofah gloves and a night light. This is it. This is right here, the loofah sponge.
Oh, and then you put your hand through it, sort of.
You think you
I've had
you could jerk off with one of those?
I've had, no.
Even if it was all sudsy?
Oh, can I tell you something now? The loofah brush combo? I do like that. But
why? What do you want to feel?
Tell you what, for only 6 reviews, being 3 out of 5 stars is pretty low.
Yeah, 3 out of 6 is not good on Amazon.
I mean, that's pretty.
Can you read some of those reviews?
No, I'm sorry, 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5, but read the reviews. There's been 6 reviews and they got 3 stars, so please go to the bad reviews.
Oh, yeah.
I shoved it up my ass and got splinters.
Yeah, there's no instructions for this thing. I put it inside of me.
Customer reviews, 1-star review.
It's not melt.
The item broke before I even got a chance to use it. Before I even attempted to use it. It came right off.
Idiot.
I tried to push the stick back into several times, and it kept falling off. I threw the stick in the trash. Useless junk. Now they won't send me a replacement because I don't have the item. Policy states I must return item or be charged for a new one. I don't even have the package anymore. Do not purchase.
I will do this one. Do not buy this item. This item is absolutely trash. It broke not even halfway through my first shower with it. Please save yourself the money and do not buy. It's $12. But go all reviews, please. There's got to be one goodie.
It's like, dude, this thing cleaned my nuts like you wouldn't believe.
Okay.
No.
Just those 2?
Damn, dude, 2 1-stars? I wouldn't eat there if it was a restaurant.
Yeah, fuck that.
Well, sorry, Amazon.
Rob, sorry, buddy. Just get a bad rap.
No, this isn't what he recommended. He didn't recommend the stick. He recommended the loofah sponge.
The loofah sponge, when you put your hand in the middle. I feel like that's going to set. It's another thing that stays too wet, sitting in there, in the shower.
Yeah, that's why Black Lou's thing of getting rid of it does make the most sense.
Morning, Julia. I say that because thank you, Rob, for the call, buddy. We have one of our calls from Long Island says he became the guy from Good Morning, Julia. This is now relationship stuff. But they give you a choice, though, Dan. There's a few.
I am out.
I think we're over loofah talk.
We're done. We're done with cleanliness. Cleanliness is godliness, if that you want to call the podcast.
Somebody else want to know if you do a voiceover for the Gain Laundry commercial.
No, but that would be some sweet money.
It would be. I'm going to be a snuggle guy, personally.
I love snuggle. God, I'd catch that motherfucker and hug him so hard his eyes pop.
Again, we don't take this call, but Travis in St. Louis says, Dove isn't even a soap. Jay, it's a moisturizer. Suck my dick, Travis.
Also, Travis,
it's a bar of soap.
It also is
it's a lotion. It's a complete skincare line. Get your head out of your ass.
It's a company that does several things, dude.
Travis, they diversified a little bit.
Travis, I hate to do this to you. I hate to Matumbo you on this one, but it says soap right on the goddamn
Although we do know now what Travis beats with. Know what I'm saying? They make soap too? This place rules.
God, dude, cleaning me and
Jacob, don't even laugh. We love Travis. He called in. He was just trying to set me on the right path. There's been a lot of talk about gay shower stuff we're doing here. Everyone's worried about it. Travis, I'm okay.
That's why we got.
They also make bars of soap.
That's why we got Duke Cannon, dude.
But I do want to take one of these. Pick these 2 from the what's going on here. Well, it's 3. We have. I've been with a girl 17 years. Now she wants to get married, so I bought her a car. You like that one, Lou?
Damn. Wait, he's been with her 17 years and they're not married?
Yeah.
Jesus.
How long do you think you should be with somebody before you get married?
I mean, if you're not
married to somebody else?
Yeah, if you're not married to somebody else.
We're trying to find a way to make that.
Yeah, I was like, how do I get around this? If I would say 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
I think like 3 years is probably where it starts being like,
Christine, I'd love to get married, but I'm married.
Yeah.
So you want me to throw away 12 years of marriage?
You're like when you try to buy a plane ticket on another airline, and you have a plane ticket on an airline already, and they're like, well, your name's already traveling in that day. You can't.
Me and Christine have been there for so long, and it's like, you want me to just throw away 12 years of marriage? I know when we met, it was only like 6 or 4.
Yeah. But he's been with her 17 years, and instead getting married, bought her a car. I mean, how do we not do that?
Well, because there's also the guy who became the guy from Good Morning Julia.
Which I don't know what that means.
I think it means he's going to say, which I've had stories of this too, where you just, it's the swinger scene is what I'm guessing.
Yeah, go too hard.
And have you done that before, DJ Lou? I feel like you've probably done it. Black Lou, maybe not, but I've definitely done the...
I remember the girl
Don't call her tonight, and not only do I call that night, then I leave another message saying, like, oh, I forgot to say also, and then go, actually, scratch that first thing, because it's like 3 messages in, you're like, what the fuck have I just done?
When you put out that vague idea of what you were talking about, I immediately knew the girl in the year in college, my senior year in college. This girl from Chicago, we were at a house party, and I was like, that girl's really cute. And they're like, oh, yeah. Totally. And then they're like, hey, she actually thinks you're pretty cute. And she's like, and then we were at the bar, and I was like, can I buy you a drink? And, oh, hey, you want to hang out? And finally, she was like, he's fucking annoying. And I was like, oh, God damn it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So if someone's saying they became the Good Morning Julia guys, I love also the self-awareness that, like, oh, yeah, I whiffed. Because that's the funniest.
Good morning, Julia. Just wanted to say hi.
That's option 2. And by the way, we do all
molding.
It's just a matter of when.
I
And someone
built
says,
everything.
what's that first sentence mean, Lou? My girl's 7? She is a 7?
My girl and my brother hooked up.
Oh, and
yeah. Let's start.
Okay.
How do we not kick off with that one?
Yeah, I mean that's the here's why. That's the juiciest.
Oh man,
that's the juiciest one. This is just quick advice. We're not going to be on the phone.
I know, but there's so much I want to know.
So that's what I'm saying. Do we go with that person last or first?
We don't know how long it's going to take us. We have a guest coming in at 6.
Okay.
Do we need to take a break?
No.
We'll take a break before 6, so when we come back from break, we have the guest with us.
Yeah. Stop bullying. We asked Lou?
No, that's good. I'm agreeing with what you just said.
But, Lou, you can always just talk to the microphone.
I don't know if you know this about me,
do you know how much I would love more if, like yesterday when we were fucking panicking and me and you were just having a side conversation about, we had to get off the air 3 minutes ago. And I'm going like, yeah, hey, guest, that's a great story you're telling. I know. And then I have to eat the shit and go, well, enough of that, Roy Wood. You've been entertaining. Goodbye. We have that hard. I'm so bad at just like being like, shit, dude, we gotta like go. So, yeah, Lou, feel free to hop on. Be like, we gotta pay the bills.
You guys gotta hate the. Don't worry being the bad guy, Lou. Because we know you're not being the bad guy. You're actually being the good guy for us.
You just take my Coke Zero and leave it by you.
Wow. All those stories that Jay has about Christine are true.
That's it. That proves all of it. Christine, I have a question also. Did you store this inside of you? Why is it so hot? Why is it a hot soda?
It was hot when I got it.
Yeah, she goes, sorry, there's Loofah talk. You guys got me all fucking jazzed up.
Sorry, I'm sopping and steaming over here.
You know I love washing you with a stick. I love stick washing you.
If someone doesn't make a meme of Christine washing me with a stick, just put my face on an elephant and have Christine be a zookeeper.
She's got a small whip on your butt. She's just yelling tie at you.
Can I also be one of those elephants wearing a fez? I want to be wearing a fez also.
Jay sat down.
So you want to go harshest first?
Because I just feel like that's the craziest one. How do you pass that up?
It's in Nevada, so how much of a mind blow is this?
Is that even illegal in Nevada?
No, that's cowboy law out there still.
Right.
Frank in Nevada. Here on the bonfire.
Nevada?
What did I say?
You say Nevada.
Yeah, I do.
But I think you can say it either way, right? Frank, can you say it either way?
No, it's Nevada, not Nevada.
It's Nevada.
You'll get castrated if you say Nevada here.
Thank you, because it's small things like
By
that.
What? Someone holding a fucking albino boa constrictor on the sidewalk?
out of a Chris Angel knockoff that can't play the big town?
Like thinking away, she'll get killed in Vegas. Is someone gonna fire blow my eyebrows off and blind me?
Someone gonna fucking rappel down using the blinds or the?
Am I gonna be thrown off a still fatal yet nowhere near as high Eiffel Tower?
When I was in Spokane, they were like
Spokane,
but I would be like Gonzaga. I'd call it Gonzaga, and they're like, this Uber driver.
It's Gonzaga?
Yeah, I was like, Zag. It's Gonzaga.
That's cool. And then you should go, well, actually, who do I talk to then? Because it should be Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Because Gonzaga sounds ridiculous.
Because you sound
First of all, it tells everyone they can say Gonfaga and make you feel shitty about your school.
I bet the rivals have to.
They have to, of course.
Sorry. Back to Nevada. Nevada law.
Okay. So actually, I moved out here. I moved out here from Nashville, Tennessee. So
shout out Nate Bargatze.
This is, by the way, this is the beginning of every episode of Intervention this year. I moved out to Vegas.
No, this is Reno. This is completely different Vegas. So this is smaller Vegas.
I've been there, yeah.
This shit's nuts. It's kind of like, Jay, I saw you in Portland not too long ago. So it's kind of like mini Portland. It's fucking nuts.
Well, when I was there last time I was in Reno, I believe it was with Korn, and the casino we were performing at during the day, it's just a casino in Reno. A Reno casino is different.
Reno casino?
But I sat down and I had so much fun because it's still a place where blue hairs are in this lounge in the early afternoon.
Yeah, that's when they go.
And there's a guy in there singing, and he was doing things. I come from a land down under. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Women,
actual,
women. Yeah, real lounge singers.
A real lounge singer.
It was awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry, Frank.
No, you're all good. So pretty much so I got a job out here and I moved out here. But before I did, it was kind of around my birthday. My girlfriend had told me, she texted me saying, hey, I was visiting my parents, and so we weren't together, but she texted me saying, hey, I have this fantasy. And I was like, all right, bet. What's this fantasy? Like, cool. It's like some sex fantasy. Like, I'm all with it. I have a younger brother who was still a virgin now, I guess. And she's like, hey, like, they had been spending a lot of time together, yada, yada, yada. And she was like, hey, I want to take your brother's virginity. And I dropped my phone. Well, this was like 10 o'clock at night. And I dropped my phone. I was like, what the fuck did I just see? I kind of ignored it.
How old is can I ask you a question, Frank? How old was your brother at the time?
Also, speed it up.
17.
He was 17, and how old were you?
This is a long story. I was 20.
You were
Well, then
20
wait a
years old?
second. If it's a long story.
It's a long story. Hold on. Let me, because our guest just walked in, and we got to catch him up with the story.
Yeah.
It's a good story.
Trying to use me as an excuse to get over this guy?
I'm intrigued.
I'm intrigued. I think you're going to be intrigued by this.
Well, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Welcome. Yeah, we got to get a proper intro. Welcome to the show, the legendary Colin Quinn. Come on. You need pomp and circumstance.
Yes.
Come on. The man.
A man like no other.
A man.
Some people call the Godfather.
He's ascended.
Applause drop.
Yes. Oh, we'll go silly voices. You'll feel like you're
I like that kind of stuff.
You'll feel like
Colin Quinn.
Jesus, let's get back to a story.
All right. No, I'm doing this. See if too far. Give me a little reverb, Lou.
Colin Quinn, the last best hope, just wrapped sold out in New York City run at the Lucille Laurel. I think it rating.
Why would you choose
It didn't sell out anyway.
Lucille Laurel Theater in November.
I don't know where you got that information.
To the Wilbur Theater.
I don't know where you get your information.
Is it not at the Wilbur Theater?
No, it is at the Wilbur Theater.
No, I already did the Wilbur.
Oh,
yes.
You gotta stop trying to be professional.
That was
Go back to the
January
story.
13th.
You're not professionals. You're not good at this part of the show.
We're not.
You guys are fun and enjoyable people.
We're not good at this part of the show.
Stop trying to do this part.
You know what? You're
That's
right, Colin.
hilarious. I just looked at those dates. I just pulled it over from Pam, and I'm like, those dates are gone.
Yes, of course they're gone. I know I was at the Wilbur last week.
You catch the residency all through April of 2021.
No, major. All right. Well, here's the deal.
God,
Colin, we had a guy call in.
Wait, you got to tell them why we're doing this.
We found.
We do not prepare a show. Luckily, we share a studio with a radio legend named Andy Cohen.
Oh,
this is the Andy Cohen studio,
the king of all gay media people.
So he leaves his show prep behind, and instead of us doing our show prep, we just take his and do the same topics.
Oh, well, that's good.
Figure it out. Yeah.
Remember that whole thing about how you said we're not good at the professional part of this?
You see, they know we do it, I think, so they try to rip them up, but they don't realize that our crew just dig right in the trash. They don't give a shit.
We're called the raccoons of Sirius.
Yeah. Luke washes that off with a washcloth at night and throws it away.
Yeah.
So we found the radio prep from today, and one of them was Colin with some relationship problem.
And we'll break it down.
Okay.
So where we're at with Frank's calling from Nevada, Reno.
Nevada.
That's his first problem.
Yes, you're not wrong.
Relationship-wise, the home of divorce.
You're probably not wrong about
Is
that.
that their export?
That used to be the famous. We went to Reno to get divorced. That was the only divorce place, so it's already got a bad energy built into it.
Yeah,
that was the big thing. They're going to Reno to get divorced. That was like a 50s thing. You know?
That's really fun. That's a good way to say you're going to get divorced too. You go, I think we should take a trip to Reno.
Yeah, that's what it meant. That's exactly what it meant back in those movies you see in Reno.
Yeah. Oh, they took a real trip to Reno.
It was in songs. It was everywhere. So already he's off to
Well, he moved out there.
He moved there from Nashville,
Right.
and his girlfriend at the time had explained to him that she had a fantasy about taking his younger brother, his 17-year-old brother's virginity.
Oh.
And that's where we pick up with the story. Frankie.
Interesting. Well, my younger brother.
Yeah.
I was just telling my Andrew told me the other day. I brought over this girl one time, and she was actually my friend's girlfriend, but she goes, "You didn't tell me." I go, "What?" She goes, "Your brother's a fox."
A fox.
So my brother was. So I understand where it's beginning. Nothing happened with them. Not that I would have cared, but
yeah.
So go ahead.
So Frank,
is your brother really good looking?
Frank, is your brother a fox?
No. Oh fuck no. He's just like he's this big 6'5" big old dude. I mean he was
Yeah, no girl would be attracted to a 6'5" big old dude.
No, he's got this crazy dick. It's too big.
Frank's 5'2". He's like, yeah, he's big. Nobody's into
no,
him.
I think girls call him too sharp because he has zero body percent. Zero body fat. I can't fuck with
Oh, it's the weirdest thing. You come and fuck again right away.
So she's a fantasy to take his virginity, huh?
Yeah, his baby Huey
And what's
virginity.
the problem?
Well, we're getting
my,
that.
well, my sister and I joke about, like, we look at an old picture of him and we can, like, say, like, damn, we can smell him in that photo.
Oh, so he's a big smelly guy. So your girlfriend wants to take his virginity and says to you that it's a fantasy, specifically your brother, correct?
So, specifically my brother. And so I drop my phone and I'm like, what, did I just read this? So I sleep it off, and then I get back into town after visiting my parents, and my brother and his friend, my sister, were hanging out at her house, and he comes out, or she comes out of the bathroom or whatever to greet me or whatever, and I go upstairs to see him, and she's wearing these red skimpy ass shorts, like her ass is showing.
Wait, your girlfriend or your sister? Because you said it was
my girlfriend.
So your girlfriend was at your.
So she was at. I went to my girlfriend's house where everybody was, and she came out in like these red skimpy silk shorts with her ass hanging out, and I was like, "Yo, like my family's here. Like, what the fuck are you doing?"
Right.
Little did I know, like literally that night, like of the text, she hit him up, and boom, was fucking him. And then it was about.
Wait, so she texted you that there was a fantasy, and then she just went ahead and texted him and took his virginity?
Yeah, absolutely. It was just like that.
That girl's gonna be a CEO.
Is she still with you?
She's the greatest.
Yeah.
Jay, wait a minute, Jay. And she's still with you?
No, I asked if.
When did you become the... No, but you said it with that tone like you're one of the biggest perverts in town. You should love a girl like this.
I do.
All right, that's all I'm saying.
I do.
But you said it like she's still with you, my word.
Well, no, I'm wondering because
Clutch your pearls,
the question
big
is
boy.
his relationship advice. So if he's like already, he found that out and he's not with her anymore, what's the advice you do?
Yeah, you don't
if
want
he's asking
advice.
if we should like, you know,
Vice is beg for forgiveness and crawl back.
crawl back to her.
This girl's awesome. She gets stuff done.
First things first, Frank, ask whose dick was bigger. That I have to know.
Good point.
I did ask that. She said it was girthier, and I was like, "Fuck."
Oh man,
damn, dude, you got your mom.
By the way, that means it was longer too. She was trying to ease the blow by just saying one dimension
Yeah,
was
he's
bigger.
6'5".
Yeah.
How tall are you, Frank? 5'11".
I'm 6'1".
Okay, yeah, but that's enough to make you really get in your head and go. That's a big difference.
It was enough, dude.
It's like Joe Pesci in Raging Bull. Remember? He goes,
Yeah.
I think they're all. His dick's bigger than yours.
So did you just immediately? Did you break up with her right then?
Yeah, so I pretty much tried to end it off as like quick as I could, because I was still in shock. But we had been together for like 3 years, so we had been like, this was a long relationship, and so she kind of had like the excuse was the reason why she did it was because she was off her meds, quote unquote. Like,
So you know what?
She was a what?
She was
Off
off
her
her
meds.
Oh, what a
Well, that may be why, but either way, do you really think it's that bad?
Good question.
so I mean, kind of. My brother didn't really like own up to it. Like he was like, "What are you talking about? Like this all."
That's even better.
Like, dude, I know. But here's where it gets worse. So like in this 3-month span between she texted me and fucked him and before I moved out, we had slept together a couple times. But also she went out of town. She went like out of the country and she sent me this video of her like of her masturbating and shit. It was great. I was like, oh sweet, cool. I sent her one of me jerking off back, and she sent that video to my brother.
Family heirloom.
She's like, see, told you yours was
Yeah.
girthier.
Family NFT.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. We own that. We actually own that video ourselves. It's got a digital imprint, so you can't fucking get that anymore.
Sell it to Compton, another episode of Billions right there.
Yeah, there we go. We're fucking writing them. They're flying off the racks. Man,
Frank, the story's as old as Cain and Abel, first of all.
So you left.
So I left, but so I still had all these feelings because I was confused. So I had her fly out here because I was going to have her move in with me. And there was something, like, she left not too long ago, and I'm still, like, kind of back and forth whether or not I should get back together with her.
No, Frank, it's the brother's a toughie.
Yeah, but you're not asking the most important question.
Which is? I thought the girth
And
thing
be
was.
honest, the girth was big. But the most important question, have you jerked you off to the idea of her and your brother together?
100%.
That's the only
Oh,
question.
that wasn't assumed. I'm going to jerk off to the idea.
Actually, funny you said that. Like, I was jerking off once, and I thought of it, and I started crying. Did that count?
Oh, no, that doesn't count. I guess you have to break up. Jay's right.
Yeah, you don't want to cry. No, you want the pain. I said I got cheated on before by a girl who blew a guy in his car.
Yeah.
Like, that was the cheating. And, like, when I found that out, like, I was, of course, irate and upset and all this stuff. And then I think for months I only jerked off to that scenario.
Yeah.
Like, to
And to
porn,
that car.
Like,
What
porn
was
of that. As long as it wasn't a Prius, you're all right. Yeah, no, the brother you'll never get over. That's why I said before, Christine, did hook up with comedians before me.
Yeah.
No one that I'm like friends with really, or no.
Man, I've hooked up with girls and they've told me comics they've hooked up with, and I haven't seen it coming before, and they've been like, "Oh, I've hooked up with this guy." And you're like,
the best was the only one that I know at all, even like when she told me, again, like almost a reputation that precedes you. Christine told me it was such like a vibrant thing in her voice, like, "Oh, you're gonna have a laugh at this." Because I think I gave her like you dated any other comics or hooked up with any other comics? She goes, "You're gonna laugh at this," and she just said the name, and she was like, "Crazy, right?" And I'm like, that crushes me. Crushes me. So the one for sure.
"Oh no, that's so cool."
Back in Christine's single drinking days, it's just a small miracle that she has not had Joe DeRosa inside of any of her holes. It's a miracle.
Yeah, Joe is really quite the...
Joe has canvassed the scene, as they say.
Yes.
There was a time where you would see a cute girl at like a bar show, and you'd be like, "Oh, that girl's cute. Who is she?" And she'd be like, DeRosa's standing here. And you're like, how? What is he, just wait at bus stops?
It would just come up.
Joe DeRosa goes to career day and just waits for them to go to the comedy thing, and he's like, I could really help you
That's
out.
what I'm saying about Frank's brother, is that like it's his brother. He's never going to get over it.
But how old is he?
I don't know. I think he was in his 20s, but his brother was 17, and he said he was a big doofus, so it's funnier to think of baby Huey just being like,
But he's a big doofus to him. We got to get the girl on the phone and find out what that brother's all about.
The brother, could we do that thing again we did?
He goes, "You didn't make me feel good, lady."
And meanwhile, the sister's been weighing in, going, "Keep away from that whore," so he can't even go back with her if he wants to.
Yeah, she's like, because the sister's going to hate her more than anybody.
Yes,
because she's divided the family.
Yeah,
she's going to poison your family.
Or put them together.
She's going to poison your folks. Your dad's going to like her a little still.
Yeah.
Your mom's going to sense something's wrong.
Yeah, your mom's not going to like it, but your dad is going to be like...
Your mom's not going to want to talk about it. She's like, can we not bring this up again? And the sister's going to be the one that's like, crucify her.
Well, what about this? What about if you ask her, like, listen, you forget about the sex for a second and go, just on the basis of respect, didn't you think after you brought it up to me, you should have waited for my answer before you went through your evil plot?
Yeah. To leave, it doesn't count as getting the green light when you just send the text with the question, and then you go,
home,
all right, you're walking around in little lacy shorts.
I know.
In front of your brother.
You're asking for a lifetime of every time your girlfriend on Thanksgiving goes in to help your mom. She's like, "Marcia, can you use some help?" It's just going to be like a cold, like, "I'm fine. Everything's fine in here."
No, thank you, Gloria.
Well, I don't think the mother's going to find out. Nobody's going to say, "Hey, she banged this on too."
Oh, a drunk sister?
Nowadays,
a drunk sister at Christmas?
A drunk sister's vindictive.
I feel like you're 6'5" kid.
She didn't even tell you that she fucked Stacy when he was in Reno.
I think the 6'5" kid's a little touched, if you know what I mean. Frank, real question here. Objectively, is your girlfriend hot?
Yeah, she's fucking smoking.
And how old was your brother when he lost his virginity to her?
17. Yeah, dude, that's the hard part.
But is your sister hate her?
My sister's fucking hate her. My parents hate her. Like, everybody at this point, they're like, Frank, they're telling me no, but I fucking, there's something about her.
I like her too. Something about it with me too.
I'll tell you what, she's going to fit in nicely in Reno.
Yeah.
You're going to bring her there.
If you guys were black and Puerto Rican, I would tell you to solve this at this weekend's Buns and Basketball game in Atlanta, Georgia, but happening this weekend in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to miss it, but I'm laying heavy on buns.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Big J, not the sidetrack, has a very, very respectable game.
Basketball
game.
I've played against Jay in basketball, and he just shacks me. He backs me down.
He backs, but he also has a spinning jumper.
Yeah.
I haven't played with him in 18 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I'm playing again.
Spin jumper and then fade away. He had a very good, respectable game.
Well, he's got a court in his apartment building.
Well, it's a mistake to play again.
Except for probably
injuries.
You're not wrong. I've already had 2 things where I was like, I was like, hey, am I just old and fat, or do I have bone cancer?
Also, how disappointing is it when a comedian has to cancel a comedy connection in Providence because of a torn MCL?
Popped my calf once and had to go around
last time I played, I had whatever it's called, Achilles. Yeah.
Yeah, you pulled it.
Yeah, tore it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a fucking major one to tear.
I should have learned from Bobby ruining his life playing flag football on TV.
But mine was on a Sandler movie in the backyard of the house where the horse's head in The Godfather was.
Really?
The guy had a court Where that, that's
Yeah.
the big mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's where
absolutely.
it was in that backyard. So at least have a little.
What a historical place to carry your keys.
place to do
Mine
it.
was in our apartment building. That's not as cool.
Yeah,
No.
but getting injured
Outside of Red Bank. Anyway,
outside of being an athlete and being an older man and getting injured by an athletic thing, you're just like, this sucks. It's just always a bummer.
but this Frank, you guys don't feel like the tug of the heartstrings that everybody. I mean, she's gonna ruin his life. We all know that. But
Yes, she's already has kind of in a way.
Yeah.
Frank, you're young enough too. Colin may be right here on the idea that like maybe keep her around. Don't think about long-term plans. But this is a girl you could probably get to do some pretty funky shit for the next like 5 or 6.
she's gonna be coming up with the ideas.
You're right.
Yeah,
Listen to a lot of ideas.
She's got to probably have a vision board that this guy doesn't want to see.
She eventually is going. You're going to steal her best years from her, looks wise. You're just going to get older and better. Then dump her.
Well, I think this is kind of a vindictive revenge thing.
Hurt her.
You know.
Yeah, I would say just let her go. Go to Reno, find a nice dancer that's got a heart of gold.
Yeah.
And just have FaceTime phone sex with her.
Yeah, that's a
sounds
genius
like she's
idea.
Look, I said it before and I'll say it again. Women have had it too good for too long, and it's time for their comeuppance.
Shay's got a real anti-suffrage movement going on. Let's take our first break. Colin Quinn hanging out here on the bonfire. We'll be right back. Colin Quinn's the last best hope on tour now. Visit colinquinn.com. A lot of reads.
What's that?
A lot of advertising.
Ooh, and that's the sound of a sale on Shopify, the all-in-one commerce platform to start, run, and grow your business. Shopify gives entrepreneurs the resources once reserved for big business, so upstarts, startups, and established businesses alike can sell everywhere, synchronize your online and in-person sales, and effortlessly stay informed. Shopify has the tools and resources that make it easy for any business to succeed, from down the street to around the globe. Reach customers online and across social networks with an ever-growing suite of channel integrations and apps, including Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and more. Gain insights as you grow with detailed reporting of conversion rates, profit margins, and beyond. More than a store, Shopify grows with you. This is Possibility powered by Shopify. Go to shopify.com/bonfire, all lowercase, for a free 14-day trial and get full access to Shopify's entire suite of features. I hope 14 days is enough. Is that enough to find out if my entire business is running good with Shopify? You know better than I do. A free 14-day trial. Full access to Shopify's entire suite of features. That's right. Grow your business with Shopify today. Go to shopify.com/bonfire. Remember, all lowercase, right now. Shopify.com/bonfire.
This message is brought to you by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Once you notice you feel a little bit off or your relationships are suffering, that could be a sign you should talk to somebody. Online therapy can help. BetterHelp is not a crisis line. It's not a self-help. It's professional therapy done securely online. Fill out a questionnaire to help BetterHelp assess your needs and match you with your professional licensed therapist. Start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. Schedule secure weekly video, phone, or even live chat appointments. And therapists have a broad range of expertise that may not be locally available in your area. Log into your account anytime to send a message to your therapist. And BetterHelp is committed to great matches, so it's easy and free to change therapists.
Yay.
It's more convenient, more affordable than in-person therapy, and financial aid is available. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/crackle. That's betterhelp.com/crackle.
We're all special, right? Everybody's unique, and Helix knows that, so they have several different mattress models to choose from. They have soft, medium, and firm mattresses. Mattresses great for cooling you down if you sleep hot, and even the Helix Plus mattresses for folks like me. I took the test, and the test, you can't fail. I took the quiz. And what I answered got me matched up to that plus size one. You figured it out. You take the thing, maybe you'll do better than I did. And when you do, you order the mattress you're matched to, and it comes shipped right to your door with free shipping and a contact-free delivery. You never have to go to a mattress store again, unless you want to, you weirdo. Helix Sleep was even awarded the #1 best overall mattress pick of 2020 by GQ and Wired Magazine. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try your mattress out for 100 nights risk-free. Helix mattresses are shipped right to your door completely free, and they'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it. But you will. Right now, Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders. The Jacob Patat discount. Give it to $200. Up to $200 off at helixsleep.com/bonfire. That's helixsleep.com/bonfire.
And now, back to the bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Because I fucked the brother of a guy in Reno.
I took a doofus's virginity
just to watch him come.
It's the bonfire, everybody. Faction Talk Series XM 103, Big J. Okerson, Dan Soder. Sitting in the studio with us, everybody. It is the great Colin Quinn.
There it is.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
You know, honestly, we picked the volume of audience. Some people just get some claps.
You know what?
Some people get arena.
let me just give you some things that are actually coming up from Colin Quinn instead of that old stuff.
Why? Let's just go on.
The Last Best Hope coming up in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., Wilmington, Delaware, South Orange, New Jersey. For tickets and all tour dates, of course, right, ColinQuinn.com.
Any comic worth his salt hates when people are just reading the fucking credits. Only the comics I've ever seen that drinking in are the shittiest ones. We're doing morning radio with them, and they're like, and also bring up.
Yes. It's like your intro on stage when they start doing the intro. If somebody doesn't understand, you're like, oh no, they must have looked at Wikipedia. And by the time you come on stage, you want to kill yourself.
Yeah, dude. And that's always the funniest thing is when you find out in the UK that they just don't do credits, and they think it's like incredibly obnoxious when American comedians go, say you can see me on this, and this, and they're like,
right.
Well, people ask, what do you want us to say? I'm like, dude, if you're not saying, hey, everyone, you know him from Ace Ventura, it's Jim Carrey. What does the credit mean?
Yeah. Right. The funniest one I saw was one time at the Cellar. They were bringing up Nikki Glaser, and they were going like, you guys know her from Trainwreck, from Inside Amy Schumer. And they were like,
too much stuff.
They're like, Nikki Glaser. And they're like, oh. it's like, they still went wild, but you could hear the build happening. They were
they go,
because of the, you know, the shriek? You know, the celebrity shriek at the Cellar where they go, ah!
It's so cool to hear.
Yeah, it is. When you're in the hallway, it's like hearing lightning crack.
Yeah. Can I say, what is being considered gay news that's not just news anymore? This is
what
the radio and
talking about. Is it gay news? Ukraine and Russia.
Listen to these subjects.
This is pretty gay. Russia is trying to invade Ukraine.
But just listen to these subjects. 1, whales can't choke. I don't know why that's gay news.
I mean,
this writes yourself.
This is gay news for sure. And is this possibly true? You can't say gay in Florida now? Of all things they would stop you from doing, Florida, it's saying gay?
I don't know if that's it.
Oh, maybe South Florida.
South Florida, Miami, I could see taking umbrage with it. Central Florida, I think that's how they greet each other.
Yeah.
They go, what's up, gay? What's up, gay wad?
And the items on Chick-fil-A's secret menu are finally revealed. That's gay news because they don't like
By the way,
Chick-fil-A.
I love this song. Is fucking very nice.
Does it remind you of like when you hear this? Are you like? Do you go back to your drinking days? Are there songs that activate the drinking days?
No, this song reminds me of like that was a bit. This is a perfect disco like 70s.
Well, this is the song, right? This is what they play when Fez came out of the closet officially
really?
on Ron and Fez. And it's just dead silence. He goes, "I'm gay," and then Ron says nothing, and they go, "You make me feel," and he just goes,
"Yeah."
It's perfect.
Yeah.
So this ABC News is reporting a Florida bill that would limit classroom discussions on sexual orientation and gender identity and encourage parents to sue schools or teachers that engage in these topics is speeding through the state House and Senate. It's being called Don't Say Gay Bill by LGBTQ advocates who fear that if this bill is signed into law, it could act as a complete ban on the lessons of the LGBTQ oppression history and discussion about the identities.
Well, you know what's funny? It does bring us to a subject. Then
I was just thinking about the law and order thing.
If you're on the phone, everybody, hang in there. We might come.
We still got 50 minutes.
Call back. Yeah, we got so much time.
Well, you watch Law and Order religiously.
Yes, it is.
And one of my favorite Colin Quinn bits is about you never being on Law and Order.
How about one of my earliest jokes? I don't even know if anyone would get it. One of my earliest jokes came out. I go, I work out religiously. Only on Christmas Eve and Easter. That's the only time I used to go to church.
I mean, yeah, how into comedy was that? Was that year 1, year 2?
Oh, year 1.
Year 1?
Oh, year 1.
Did you ever think about year 1 jokes and you just go,
most of it was horrible, but I'm telling you, some of those jokes I wish I could write them today. I used to come out and say, my girl has a face like an angel, a health angel.
Yeah, he goes, we've been getting liver for 10 years, but it only feels like 10 minutes. Underwater.
And the other one, I used to go, Danger is my middle name. Actually, it's my confirmation name.
Was this in 84?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Murdering, by the way.
Yeah. Killing. It's killing. Well, Jay is a religious viewer of Law and Order.
Do you have seen it, Christine?
Yeah.
You do. I love the show. I've been very vocal of they're very irresponsible with their rip from the headline stuff.
Oh, remember when they did the rapist comic?
That's the one. That's the one I always go to because it was like such a personal thing.
Right.
It was when they were saying, "Is people making rape jokes encouraging actual rape?"
It's the Daniel Tosh.
Not only was it found in court to yes, in fact, be liable of causing rape.
Right.
But then also the comedian himself, also a rapist.
Yeah, that's right.
Who played the comedian?
Jonathan Silverman.
Right. And they filmed it at
Beach Memoirs.
And they did Comic Strip Alive. That's where he did sets in the episode.
Yeah.
Jay showed it to me, and I was like, this is ridiculous.
You can't even do comedy there anymore, let alone rape comedy. The comic strip live that you came to comedy.
I mean, Lucian, sure, he'd pass if you had a good rape joke.
But that's what's sad about comedy in a way, is that all these famous all these people, and if one TV shows, we want to film here, they're like, oh, like it's 1975. Oh, they want to film like we're in the middle of fucking Ohio in 1970. Hey, a film crew's coming into town.
Guys, a location scout came by.
Yeah, you're gonna put like diners, drive-ins, and dives was here like they do on some shitty diner in fucking Omaha.
In the middle of Manhattan, there's like famous people walking in, but they're like, oh, a film crew.
Yeah, seriously, you could see Susan Sarandon on the subway, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, this was in a cable crime show. Oh, this is fucking big.
You were filming The Mentalist on my block.
So the fact that you love Law and Order is infuriating, by the way.
Why?
To me.
Well,
because first of all, I've watched. You don't know who you're talking to. I've watched many Law and Orders for various reasons, and
I'm only SVU.
And it doesn't matter. I'm not allowing it. And yeah. And if I just watched Law and Order and then visited New York City, I would keep as far as possible from the crime. The only place crimes are committed, the Dalton School.
If you go to the Dalton School, you're asking
90% of the crimes are committed on the Upper East Side, either Park Avenue or the Dalton School, either a private school on the Upper East Side.
Wasn't that the whole HBO thing with Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant?
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Private school kids. And
that's right.
Murder and intrigue against.
Murder and intrigue.
A bunch of the episodes, they just do things where I'm like, this is a bad. Like you're taking such a weird stance on this, obviously. Well, this episode starts off with Benson has a son. I don't know if you know that.
I didn't know
Mariska Hargitay has a son now, who was somehow, against all odds, she was able to adopt because it was a baby that she was watching, this baby and a witness who was a junkie.
Right.
Junkie dies.
She takes the baby.
She's just allowed to have the baby, I guess.
Right.
It's Law and Order law.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. So she's had this kid now since he was pretty young on the show, and now, like, every year they take off, he's just aging a bit. So he's 9 years old now, his character. And they have this discussion, if you would, when
this is from the episode that just aired.
And it's really, I thought it was going to be the Dick Wolf screen, which when the show's over, it says Dick Wolf.
Sure.
I was waiting for Dick Wolf, but they gave you a little.
Man, it'd be great if when people are like telling you stories in just regular conversation, if you hit the Dick Wolf at the end of their story where you knew it was done. You're like executive producer Dick Wolf, and you're like, oh, that was a pretty good story.
Well, I thought it was going to be I think the very first scene of the episode is her son's in like a big dog cage, and like some older kids like fucking with him.
Which is, listen, if you've been around older kids, you've been in a dog cage.
He was at a friend's house, and the older brother was just being like shitty to them.
You've ate stuff for money in front of them, or you have been in a dog cage. That's part of having a friend with older brothers.
We used to put my brother in the closet until he would say the N-word. It makes no sense. It didn't mean anything.
And
we just couldn't believe he would do it.
And that little brother grew up to be a grand wizard.
Yeah.
So you start young, and you can get him all the way to the top.
And that little brother is making moves.
Yeah, and I'm going to give you a little Phil Donahue action right now and tell you that little brother became one of the biggest racists in Eastern Pennsylvania. Started the North Fork chapter of the Proud Boys. He is Jewish and also a neo-Nazi. How they did it, I don't know.
Christ only knows. So I thought it was going to be about a bullying kind of like B story here, but it's just this next thing is just this ending scene, which is crazy.
So Annie's mom called and wanted to have another play date, and I said that it would be better if she came to our house.
You didn't tell her it was about Hudson the dog cage.
Actually, I did.
Mom, I asked you not to.
Well,
Hudson's just an idiot. No one likes him anyway. He bullies everyone. It was just my turn to be his target.
Our kid's
pretty interesting.
Let me pause this. Hold on. Nine-year-old understanding bullying on this level?
Yeah. And Hudson, of course, I guaranteed that private school name.
Oh, yeah. Hudson.
The playing of the public school system.
If Hudson's your bully, then someone's bullying Hudson. For sure.
Hudson?
I'm going to guess Red Hook they're shooting that.
I love it now. You just look for the locations.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, really?
They used to shoot the precinct on our street a lot.
On 5th?
Oh, yeah.
When you're on 5th and 2nd?
Yeah, the 9th precinct.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'll tell you a good night precinct story, by the way, when after that.
Oh,
He's got enemies.
I'll tell you what, I would have thrown a Molotov cocktail in the place if ever I could.
He had enemies. He had a guy on the street that hate him.
One of the cops, you mean?
Yeah.
They're dirty. They're on the take, I think.
All right, finish the scene.
Oh, first he went after Corey because Corey told everyone their pronouns are they, them. And Hudson started calling Corey a fairy.
Can I just tell you right now that Hudson sounds like Shane Gillis and sounds funny as hell?
Yo, Hudson rules.
Hudson's going like, you're gay, dude. Get in this dog cage.
Yeah, tell them they're a fairy.
Tell them I'm going to put him in a German Shepherd's cage.
So then I said that I was bi. And that there's no shame in being true to yourself.
That's right, Noah. So you stood up.
So you suck and fuck.
Yeah, that's my question. Yeah, surf and turf.
All right, cool. You're gonna do fucking.
That's why I said though, when he's like, I'm bi, and she's like, oh, that's very cool. He told me that, and even that, like I'd be like, my question would be, what adult is touching you, Noah? Because these are words that somebody else told you.
Also, what did you just?
There's no shame in being who you are. Like,
yeah, what are you, Mick Jagger in '73? You just fucked so much pussy, you have to fuck a dude now.
I just found out a year ago that it's all intents and purposes. I wouldn't have talked like that when I was 9.
No way. No way.
And why don't you guys have the dice drop? I don't understand these bisexuals.
Oh!
Balls across the nose. What are these guys? Flip a coin?
Dude, how about this 9-year-old has just got the grasp of bisexuality?
And bullying.
When I was 9 years old, I thought The Undertaker was a dead man. I was legitimately like, that man's reanimated and he's fighting for the WWF title.
Mom! Sexuality is a vast spectrum.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you need to look at all political problems through the scope of individual, domestic, and systematic.
These kids, the dialogue they get them. Do you think kids are actually this
I think
smart?
at 9 years old, you're learning what pronoun means, let alone what someone's pronouns are. You know what I mean? You're finding out the meaning of that word.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Do you think kids are getting smarter now because of smartphones? Like they understand, like they actually talk like this?
Oh, I don't think they're talking like this, but I'm sure there's a few of them that are so much smarter, yeah.
Oh my God.
Is it smarter, or are they being like
just parrots?
Advanced more? I think they're being advanced.
But first of all, the other thing I hate about Law and Order, and the fact that all the criminals are from the Dalton School, is the fact that all the cops, with an exception once in a while, are liberal.
Oh yeah, liberal police
Look
officer.
At her. She's like, that's good. He gets it on bus, you smack him in the face. What'd you say?
I'm sorry, you have a second chance to answer
Get
that
over
question.
here.
You fuck women. I want you to get a badge,
What
bunny.
did you do? Mom, I'm not gay no more.
This is insane. This is like child sexuality, isn't it?
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah,
Isn't
it's like
everybody,
it's like
you know,
cuties.
sexualized children.
Why would you put that on to even give a shit?
I just said I was bisexual because sometimes you want to roll with a man, and sometimes you want to roll with a lady.
90% of TV is weird propaganda where you can read the writers. You literally, the problem used to be you'd read writers and you go, oh, making all the characters sound like a half comedian that's trying to put jokes on.
Yeah.
And now you're just putting propaganda on to say, leave us on the air. We're on we're the right team.
Yeah, where everyone's
It's
all
so
right.
bad.
Everyone's cool. Don't worry. I think that you can have whatever you want. That
It's
really is a good read.
propaganda.
No, you're right. They even said like the cops in Law and Order. That was one of the episodes too. They're all sitting in a bar one night and they go, "It's so hard out there, because like Black Lives Matter. It's like I want to be marching with them, but like we have to do our job. Like, is that what's going on?"
Oh, God.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they honestly, the police officer that they use on set to probably read. I wonder if they gave up on that. Like when Law and Order
Yes,
first
they
was
always
a
have
show.
like an advisor, right?
Yeah, where they're like, bring the advisor in to read the script. He's like, cops don't talk like that. And they're like, oh, Dick Wolf's like, we got rid of him 15 years ago.
Right.
Now they're just going like, now it sounds more like a dance school, how instructors at a dance school talk, than it does like a precinct, where they're like, I really
Good girl. Find your truth.
Oh my God, girl, that man was committing a crime. And I said, what is a crime? It's a crime if you don't love yourself.
I've said there is also a disproportionate representation right now, which I know was the other direction before, but it's weird to see the disproportionate number of gay people at a commercial. It's like 3 gay couples and 1 interracial couple.
Right.
That's the representative of everyone who's going to this restaurant.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, the overcompensation where they go, sorry, white people don't eat Cheerios. We will not show you in our commercial.
What was the commercial for? We saw.
That was like that was like an old DePaulo bit where he was like, "Oh yeah, that's the home security system." He goes, "That's who's breaking in, the guy that looks like a quarterback in the Big Ten."
There's a Geico or Progressive commercial. She's gonna try to find one of them that is
progressive.
It might be progressive.
Dude, that's so funny. If it is progressive, you're like, you can't do that. You can't be named that.
If it is
and
progressive,
do
I
that.
almost respect it more now. I'm like, you know what,
It's on brand.
Yeah. And when they were pitching it, someone went, "That's genius. It aligns perfectly with our corporate strategy."
It's an interracial gay couple with their interracial adopted boy and girl's kids. And they're just complaining about the car alarms going off and they have to get fixed or something. And it's just like they don't acknowledge it, which is almost the best way they do that. They don't acknowledge it in any way. So they do normalize it, but I rewound something that gets like to the part of the game I was watching or something, and just saw it again. I was like, wait a second, is that like a family? Like, it's so weird looking.
But my favorite was the commercials where they just try to get it past you, like you're not going to notice that a Coke commercial has 3 women and 1 man, and they're all watching the game. None of them are wearing sports apparel.
Yeah.
When they're drinking Coca-Cola and they're like, for the big game, and they're like all on the edge of their seat, like, like those people give a fuck about it's fat white dudes with, sauce, or it's like guys.
The purple team won.
It's like a black guy in an old Eddie George Titans jersey. And he's just like, I fucking work at Walmart. This is everything to me. But Coke doesn't show that. They show like 4 models that could be an Abercrombie ad.
Right.
It's fucking crazy.
If they showed 3 chicks and 1 gay guy just watching like a Justin Timberlake halftime show, I go, yeah,
exactly.
That makes sense. Everybody else is smoking cigarettes and weed.
I feel like everyone's performing for everyone else. Like the writing on this, or the writing on Law and Order is performing for the writers on fucking.
Absolutely. Everybody's like, it's just like,
look how cool I am.
Just touching in, like, hey.
But
guys,
the problem's also,
kids that are bisexual are cool.
The problem is also,
this is particularly egregious,
just
even in the world of madness. This is particularly crazy.
The problem's also,
9-year-old smoking an unfiltered cigarette. Sorry, going like, yeah, I had a bird, and then I had a bloke. I had a little bit of both. I don't mind.
This is crazy.
Yeah, it really. But it's also just like, no one can get past the underlying question. That's like not the point of it at all. So if you say something like that, it goes, that's a ridiculous lineup for that commercial. They go, you have a problem with gay people? Like, no. Like,
but if you're selling me
he
a product,
is gay as you're going to be. I just don't understand why you're like, this isn't what this would look like.
If you're selling me a commercial,
I'm not going to listen to this in Andy Cohen's studio.
So, you're right. You know what? The ground's going to start rumbling. You're going to start hearing stuff break. One of the lights is going to fall off like Indiana Jones, and everything's collapsing.
We've anchored the cum volcano behind you.
Well, bring up that racist couple on the train that got fired from their dealership. I think they worked at a Long Island car dealership
together.
Yeah, they. It was a racist couple on the Long Island on the LIRR.
Oh, I think I saw this one.
Did you see this one?
Yeah.
And they were like yelling. They were like yelling at a family that looked like immigrants.
They ain't taking over my country.
Yo, dude, it wasn't you. They were like.
I wish it was Philly.
It was like
what a better accent.
It was like send me to jail, bro. That's what it was. It was like send me to jail.
First of all, it's not a better accent for it.
What? Oh, the Philly thing?
Yeah.
I mean, Philly and Long Island.
To be garbage racist?
Be garbage racist?
That racist stuff?
That is really the
pretty funny accent.
We like our New York accent for this stuff.
Yeah, but where's that old where's that old Lower East Side?
This guy. The people of Long Island have the New York accent.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, Long Island is the New York accent.
Why don't you get yourself a hot dog? You can get out.
Oh yeah, that Mid-Atlantic though. You go up to Baltimore.
Yeah, Philly's a great state.
It's one of my favorite weird accents that I never knew until I moved to the East Coast.
Yeah, it's a real specific one.
You don't even realize it.
You get in The Wire a lot.
The Wire, yeah.
No, not as much as you. One of my big complaints in The Wire was when they had a couple of those Baltimore guys. I was like, oh, there's that Baltimore accent.
Yeah, but a lot of them don't. I thought that was weird, too.
It used to piss me off.
Or when it gets to the old men cops, they were always had it.
Yes, but the same thing pissed me off in Casino. If you're going to make the movie about Chicago, everybody has to do the accent. Pesci did it. De Niro was just like,
yeah, but no one else has that. No one else has that Northern Chicago.
Yes.
Yeah, that kind of like.
I'm saying De Niro was just like, I'm not doing an accent.
Yeah.
De Niro's not doing it. And then you can't make anybody else do it.
Scorsese's like, Bobby, please. He goes,
yeah. I'm not good at accents.
I'm going to forget it after a little bit.
I saw him in this movie from like early on in his career. Right after Raging Bull, he did a movie. It was a good movie, The Mission or something. But anyway, it was like set in like 1800 or 1700. And he's doing a New York accent.
Really?
Yes.
That's so funny. He's like, a little bit.
He's like,
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. That is great.
Well, my lady, there's a flip side to that coin.
Yeah. I always love that thought of like people that should be doing certain accents and they're just like, fuck you.
Yeah, but they're big enough to get away with it.
Yeah.
I mean, Pesci did it perfectly.
Yeah. Because Pesci has the perfect New York or the tri-state area.
Yeah.
Fucked up big time, Frankie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That was a great line. That was
Even
a
when
great
he goes,
delivery.
Even when he goes,
Charlie M.
Yeah.
Charlie M. You made me pop your eye out of your socket for that fucking brick.
Hilarious.
Do him a favor. That's it. Do him the favor.
By the way, Casino, not a great movie.
Really? I love it.
Let me tell you something. Casino, better than the other overrated movie that won Best Picture. I always forget what it's called. From Boston. Departed.
Departed.
The Departed.
Oh,
You didn't like Departed?
Scenes.
Yeah.
These movies are shit compared to like the streamline of Goodfellas and Main Streets and Taxi Driver and even Raging Bull. But Casino, the reason I love Sharon Stone. She was
great.
Yeah.
She's the greatest.
Yeah, she's amazing.
But the truth is, and it's heresy to say, James Woods should have played De Niro's part.
Yeah.
and James Woods' part should have been played by somebody, I don't know who, but somebody
scummier.
Somebody with more sexual too.
Yeah, because you didn't believe how he
James
had
Woods is a nerd. He should have played De Niro. Was not great in that movie.
Yeah.
No,
That's a bold call, but I can see that.
As you just said that, I was like, I'm trying to think of any of my favorite things in that movie or him. It's not.
You know what's another? You talk about The Departed, though. That was something where Jack Nicholson was like, "I ain't doing the accent." And they're like, "We need you to do it once or twice." And he goes, "I'll do it twice."
You just nailed the whole problem with The Departed. Jack Nicholson, one of the greatest actors of all time, so miscast for that part.
Not Whitey. I mean, Whitey Bulger.
Yes,
he's supposed to be Whitey Bulger.
You're supposed to be Irish. You start out with a wild sex scene.
Yeah,
that's not the Irish.
Even when he puts the coke in, and he's like, "Eh."
That's not the fuck. He was too much for that.
Did you like Black Mass? Is that the one you're saying?
No, but I liked his tooth.
Yeah,
that was a nice touch.
He did have the dead tooth and the contacts. It was great.
Yeah, that was good. He was
Black
good.
Mass was a letdown.
Yeah, it was a letdown.
Because you're supposed to be like, even if you read any of the books about the Winter Hill Gang, you're like, they did a lot of crazy shit.
Dan's a big fan of the John Travolta vehicle Gotti.
I saw it in the theater.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, Colin, it was one of the best movie-going experiences I've ever seen in my life, because for the entire time, an audience of strangers got together to laugh at this attempt at a bio.
Yeah.
There's a scene in the beginning of the Gotti thing
Yeah.
where they're under the Queensboro Bridge.
Right.
They're under the 59th Street Bridge, and it's just looking at Manhattan, and it's just a guy in a coat, and it's Travolta as Gotti, and he turns around and he goes, "New York City. My city." And when he said that, everyone in the theater collectively laughed, except one guy that I think might have been made in the Gotti family. I was there because the whole time we would start laughing, he'd like look back, be like, "You guys are fucking up this great movie."
New York is so weird.
Wow, it's my city. New York's
so weird.
I watched 20 minutes. I mean, I couldn't believe I had to turn it on. I couldn't turn it on.
So it's always it was one of those movies.
So bad.
It's Gotti's one of those movies where you watch it where it's just clear who from the Gotti family wrote the movie, and it's his son. It's clearly Gotti Jr. wrote it, because he was like, even the stuff that Gotti Jr. caught in real life, I think for being a snitch or something, he caught some shit. They were like, in the movie, they're like, no, that was all misunderstood.
Sure.
It's like they did that with the NWA movie with Dr. Dre.
Right.
All the stuff about him tossing around women conveniently wasn't in the movie.
Right.
He was just
well,
like,
that's the problem. You get the real people, but then they're like, hey, I'm not putting that shit in here.
yeah, the Biggie movie, it was clearly written by Puff Daddy. Because Puff Daddy's like, you should call yourself B.I.G. And he's like, oh, that's a real good
To me, that's always my example, was at the end of it, it was like, hey, Big, we're going to leave and go in this car procession down the street. And he's like, hang on, let me call everybody I love and say something really important about the future. Mom, I'm going to change things as soon as I get home tomorrow.
Let me tell
I'm going to take care of my kids better, I promise.
Dude,
I'm sorry about everything. So I got to go to this party now.
I'm trying to think of all the, because we love to make fun of biop lines, because in biops, they always do the, that's it. That's the song. When they like say the line, where they go, oh no, I just can't get no satisfaction, and they're like, that's it. Which is fun to think of the Colin biop, where he just gets off stage at the cellar and he's like, tough crowd, and someone's like, that's it. That's the show.
Well, you know, it's funny. We did it. That was how the moment happened. So we spent not that moment.
You guys had a biop moment?
We had a biop moment, I swear to God. For like a week, I'm asking everybody, give me a name. Give me a name.
Yeah.
Give me a name for the show. And we're all coming up with all these names, like
the Silly Bunch.
Yeah, like the Society of Crumb Bums. Like, everyone's throwing out a million names. And then this one kid that worked on the show that I actually knew from MTV, which is how I told a lot of stories. And he came in and he goes, he gave a suggestion. And it's like 8 at night, we're so tired. Everyone just looks at me and goes, oh, tough room. And I go, that's it, tough room.
Yeah.
And I go, tough room. Tough crowd, and he's like, we like tough crowd, but I like tough room better.
Tough room's
I was
good.
going to call it tough room.
It should have been called
but
tough
it was
room.
like tough crowd is better because it's more commercial, you know. And I wanted to call it tough room.
Yeah. That's so funny. It was a buyout.
It was one of those moments. He said it, and I go, that's it.
What a tough crowd.
He was giving me a suggestion. It was bad, and he goes, tough room.
Me and Dan had to think of a name that was not just our names for this show.
Yes.
It was
An evergreen name.
They want an evergreen name. So we were thinking about it. Dan came over to my house. I was dealing with a medical problem that seemed like an impossibility. I couldn't hear out of one ear. It was completely shut down, and I was way early stages freaking out about it.
Yeah.
And we just came at one point, it was like, bonfire? I was like, yeah, like a campfire? Like, yeah, like, we sit around and tell stories on the fire. He's like, I like bonfire. I like bonfire. All right, let me get back to moping.
Yeah. It was just so he could have a break from his hypochondria. He just came out of his hypochondria. He's like, that's fine. Submit it to Comedy Central. Hopefully they'll say it's okay.
Yeah, it's like, I think I have brain cancer. Bonfire's good.
Bonfire works. Literally. Yeah.
There wasn't like, that's it. That's the moment. He was just like, I don't know. I'm afraid I'm dying. I
like it. We're around the fire and we're having yeah. It's good. I do like that.
I feel like you guys leave me out. I was doing laundry and I walked out and I went, I love bonfire.
She was there. She really.
You feel like they left you out, or they literally left
They
you
totally
out?
left me out at that moment.
You know what?
This is the last time she ever did laundry. I forgot.
Yeah, the patriarchy wrote her out of the history.
I know. And hit her with a laundry joke right after. You guys are the other picture.
Bonfire, my show.
Bonfire.
Yeah, she goes, put it on the line. Yeah, she came out in a northern Chicago accent.
She goes, that's it. If you guys are going to be sitting around, might as well be at a bonfire. Oh my God, that's it.
Lou, what time can we go to if we never come back from commercial break?
Whoa.
Well, either that or we have to go
Hold on.
a break now and come back for 6 minutes.
What do you say, Bam Margera?
I would say.
You do it like Bam Margera now?
What's that?
Thank you.
He does like Bam Margera currently.
God damn, dude, Colin just fucking knocked it out of the park in one look at Lou. What do you say, Bam Margera?
I'd say we got to pay the bills at 46 after the hour.
Ooh.
So we have 11 minutes.
All right, we're good.
Enjoy the 11 minutes.
Okay.
All right, yeah. Bow down, down, down. Bow down, down, down.
I just heard Johnny Knoxville and Stern yesterday. I had no idea that's a Minutemen song. Did you know that?
No.
It's actually a full song.
Oh, the Jackass theme?
Yeah, he says they do very well just off being the Jackass theme.
God damn, dude. If you have a song that gets turned into a theme song for a major show, that's.
I wonder about that, though. Take that song from, from Friends.
Oh, the Rembrandts.
Like those guys, not that they were probably going to last, but
they would have been total failures if after that song.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But you know what the question is you wonder what kind of deal they signed to use it because they weren't shit. The show wasn't
That's
shit.
right.
And so they're like, yeah, $500, take the song. And then it's just, now it's.
That's a good question. Well, that's a good show. You guys should do a few episodes. What happened to the Rembrandts? I'll tell you another one after you get.
Yeah,
Well,
once we get
there's
through the
probably 50
Rembrandts.
of those.
Yeah.
But then somebody who was big, like John Sebastian, I think his name is John Sebastian. He was with the Lovin' Spoonful.
Okay.
And you might say, what song did he write? Welcome back. Your dreams.
Yeah. Well, then there's always the rumor that Alan Thicke wrote the song for Growing Pains.
Right.
What do we do, baby? So then you wonder,
I thought he sang it.
Did he sing
I
it?
think Robin Thicke must have sang it because he's from the family.
Well, yeah. I mean, you gotta make a lot.
But there's a good business in if you can make not just be a one-hit wonder, but be a one-hit wonder written for rom-com. You'll get used. I mean, Della Mitri will live forever. Look around your heart, pretty baby. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That
That's
is
the only thing.
and that guy is in every rom-com. You're absolutely right.
Who is it?
His name's what's
Della
his name?
Mitri.
Della Mitri.
Wow.
But if you hear the song, you'd be like, "Oh, this is in every
No, I know that song.
feel-good."
But even like Amos Lee,
Yeah.
just people like that. He knows from Philly.
He knows every musical band that I've never heard.
You do?
Of. I mentioned the Flying Burrito Brothers one time, and he knew it, which is such an inside Denver. I only know that because they played.
They're not
before.
inside Denver. I mean,
They were big, but I'm saying like, but when you grow up in Denver,
right, they're big.
You get hit over the head with it constantly. Yeah. It's like being in San Francisco and they nonstop bring up Journey and Metallica, where they're like.
But San Francisco's like a legendary music place. I don't think Journey and Metallica are there.
The Alcoholics that my dad hung out with.
He goes, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
You acted like,
Bay City Rollers.
You acted like it was Stockton. San Francisco, for God's sake. They only bring up these two bands. It's fucking home of music.
It was basically Fresno, Colin.
Yeah.
It's Fresno with water.
Where's the part of California where it's all like Fleetwood Mac and everybody? Laurel Canyon, yeah.
Laurel Canyon.
Oh, yeah, that Laurel Canyon thing. That wasn't bad. But, I mean, it was kind of interesting because the mamas and the papas who were like, even as a little kid, we used to listen. I was like 7. But I was like, these are squares. Like, my parents like this kind of music. And because they were like squares. But even they were like, yeah, we were part of the scene. Like, and then you find out the guy was banging his own daughter.
I mean, yeah, those are some wild stories that came out of the mamas and the papas.
But you know what's great about that is that she was around when she revealed that. It was shocking to the public. But if it was nowadays, there'd be an army of people, therapy. She would probably have cracked up and said, she's like, yeah, it was a fucked up time. Everyone's like, yeah. Woo. And just basically was like, moved on from there.
Sure. Well, that's what's going on with the Hugh Hefner documentary right now on A&E. Have you seen this?
No.
10 parts. It's only 2. It's coming out every Monday, it looks like. But they
What did they
released
say?
the first 2.
Oh, Colin, it gets bad.
What do you mean?
They're saying that he
fucked a dog at one point.
Well,
they're getting him for grooming and having these young girls, and also behind the scenes being much more like viciously kind of manipulative and controlling of them and stuff.
Grooming was his whole. That was his brand.
He kind of wore it on his chest.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to get this girl with blonde hair and big boobs to be one of my.
She's a Midwest girl. I'm going to fuck her.
I think the thing is, I think he's gone
And
now.
it's going to be complex because Playboy, her father used to read it. It's like a deep psychological thing.
I think he just knows that he's stirring people up.
I think this is just a case of everyone thought this probably 35 years ago.
Yeah.
At least. And then he dies, and now they're just kind of doing the thing like, oh, yeah, I didn't like it. And the girl's like, well, you guys, you were having fun. He goes, yeah, but then we had to like go play with this guy's old balls and
I'm sure once he got older,
each other and shit.
It's like if you got molested by the guy that owns a water park. You're like, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I got to ride a lot of slides, but also I had to get fucked in the snack shack by a guy.
Well, there is something to that too. It's like they again, like someone's saying, is this a bit of like regret revenge? And I'm like, I think it's completely that. I don't think he held anybody down to do anything. That's always going to be the hard part. It's going to be like, they went and they were like, I get. But it seems like most of them are going like, I thought I was going to become famous. Everyone keeps pointing out Pam Anderson, Anna Nicole Smith, and I forget what the other one was they say, but it's like 3 people that like shot out of it and got really big. So they're like, well, I wasn't that, and I just had to suck this guy's old weird dick.
Yeah,
it sucks.
And I had to fuck other guys at the parties.
Yeah, just like his buddies. They're like, hey, this guy.
Did Scott Baio finger my butt in the grotto?
But Baio was the kind of guy they're like, yeah, that's the kind of guy.
Yeah, that's a cool, and they don't want the guy from Shell Oil that fucking smells like ham. They're just like, hey, Miss November, you got to suck off this VP.
Yeah, he's taking off her. She goes, you don't have to take off your wedding ring. Don't worry about it.
I'm not gonna look at you.
It is sad. But I mean, and also remember when nobody's talking about it, fucking Cosby was there all the time.
So you say that we watched it yesterday. We had Roy Wood on the show, and we showed him the beginning of the documentary because Jay's been watching it. Cosby prominently featured in the title card.
Well, it shows it in the title card. It shows him playing tennis there, and then they're interviewing him, and he looks at the ladies interviewing him, and he goes, have you ever gotten anything for free? And it just kind of does the eyebrow wiggle thing. It's
Cosby wiggle thing. Now
it just looks awful because we know now.
Did you ever see him on that fucking with what's her face from Modern Family?
With no
Sofia Vergara?
No.
Oh my God!
Bring up Cosby and because he does one of my favorite Sofia Vergara impressions.
Oh really?
Yes, Colin. Thank you.
It's uncanny. When you see this, it's insane.
Cosby and Sofia Vergara?
And I was on when I did this. I did this 9/11 benefit, by the way.
Yeah.
And so Cosby was upstairs. So he wanted to meet me after my set. My girlfriend was with me at the time, and I said, "Do you want to go up?" And she goes, "Yeah, it was me, Cosby." We go up to meet him. He's in this room by himself, upstairs, just wearing sweats. He hasn't gone on yet. Smoking a cigar. Sees me, sees her. Spends the whole 10 minutes. Jokingly but serious like this. Here's me, here's she. He's like, so I wanted to...
Just looking at her.
I wanted to say your set was very interesting.
Jesus.
For 10 minutes. Where even she was not like some uptight thing. Was like, it was a little much. But well, watch this. Sofia Vergara.
Did you tell him that... Did you meet him when you did the show? The Cosby Show?
No. I mean, I met him, but he doesn't remember that.
Right.
It was only over 2 seconds.
2 minutes, guys.
Just watch this shit.
Just watch this. I know. God
damn it.
No, it's not. It's more than 2 minutes. You're lying.
I'm not. You're lying.
Wait, go a little bit further up. Yeah. See, he got out of the chair and moved to next door to her. Like he got out of his desk.
Time for me to go to sleep.
What, he was guest hosting?
What was that? He was guest hosting. He got out of his desk and moved over.
If I get excited, then I go to sleep faster.
I knew I should have brought the other outfit.
No, the other fellow. What outfit do you have?
I had like 2 minutes ago. I had a more settled outfit, and when I was putting it on, my lipstick went all over it, and I had to change 2 minutes ago.
You mean when you pulled it over your head?
Yes, I put it
all
over
the
my head.
lipstick, but that would be inside.
No, because it wasn't fitting.
Let me ask you.
We Latins like our things tight.
I know. But
dude, he is. You can just see him being. I mean, you can see the creep coming off.
Well, he moved from the desk. The joke was a chair, so she had to move over. But it was like a real.
Him being creepy with the way he talks too, where he's like, "Well, let's." That's just fucking weird.
I know.
So the creep vibes before the 9/11 benefit? Was there ever any like? That's kind of
yeah, but I mean, everybody always said he was always hitting on girls, but nobody said he was putting them to sleep. But everybody always knew he was trying to fuck everybody. But not that he was put us. Not that he put to sleep.
They just knew that he came off creepy.
You just stuttered at the end there, like you just realized. He goes, I kind of fell asleep in that dressing room.
Son of a bitch! That wasn't 10 minutes at all. That was an hour and 30.
But a lot of people loved it. But I was always like, his comedy was not my style. I'll be honest with you. I just loved it. It's too cutesy. Plus, I hate when anybody.
I hate when
anybody positions himself in comedy like, I'm the normal one. My family's fucking crazy. I'm just a regular guy, just a little bit corny. Indict yourself. Is that so much to ask in comedy? Indict yourself.
Colin,
You're all fucking guilty.
I like to dabble around in some sleeping pussy every now and again. With
There's
the loofahs
nothing
and the
better than
pimples.
getting on top of a dead body. Dead weight can be very erotic if you hold it correctly.
Colin, thank you very much for coming by.
Thanks, guys.
Come back
We
again.
love you very much.
Love you guys.
ColinQuinn.com. Go check out his new hour, The Last Best Hope. I've seen it. It's fucking hilarious.
Good luck, Frank. It's changed a lot. Don't worry.
I'm going to come see it again. Because I
Good.
loved
It's
it.
a new 20.
Really?
25.
I loved it. I went and saw it the first
changed
time and I loved it. So I'm going to come check it out again. ColinQuinn.com for where he'll be in Bethlehem, PA, Washington, D.C., Wilmington, South Orange, New Jersey. That's big.
Hey.
You in the oranges?
Yeah, dude.
They have the same accent as Philly. They don't like it.
Yeah, don't forget Milwaukee. Big J is going to be at the Milwaukee Improv this Thursday through Saturday.
Tomorrow.
And then he will be in Dallas, New York City. BigJComedy.com for tickets.
Where's Dan going to be?
Dan's going to be at Rochester Comedy at the Carlson, 3rd through the 5th. Acme Comedy Club in Minneapolis, 17th through the 19th, and good nights after that. Tickets and all tour date, dansoder.com.
Colin, we love you. Thank you very much.
Love you guys.
We
Enjoy tomorrow's
We
show.
love you, campers. Enjoy the pre-tape. We'll see you on Monday.
The Carlson, 3rd through the 5th. Acme Comedy Club in Minneapolis, 17th through the 19th, and good nights after that. Tickets and all tour date, dansoder.com.
Colin, we love you. Thank you very much.
Love you guys.
We
Enjoy
love
tomorrow's
We
show.
love you, campers. Enjoy the pre-tape. We'll see you on Monday. We'll see you on Monday.